Hey everybody, it's Kurt Staley, that plastics guy, and it must be Friday because I have a Tech Tip Friday tech tip for you. Hope you're doing well. Today's tech tip is about thermoplastic urethane, or TPU. So we know it is a very, very durable material, but it does have some, shall we say, quirks. And one of them is the material must absolutely be dry when you're processing it, injection molding it, extruding it, whatever the case. So your dryer has to be set at an absolutely low dew point, or it has to be measured or calibrated for a low dew point. I just did a little bit of Googling prior to this video, and a dew point of -40 Celsius or Fahrenheit, where they match, is recommended by one of the major TPU suppliers. So what does that mean? That is simply implying that the point at which moisture could form in the air is like incredibly low. You can't have a dryer that doesn't dry. That's essentially what it means. And most urethane processing issues can be traced back to moisture in the material. So you have to dry it, and you really need to have some sort of dryer mechanism on top of the extruder portion of your plastic processing equipment to keep that material dry once it's gone through its initial, anywhere from 4 to 8 hours at about 60, 70 Celsius. Please follow the data sheet and your manufacturer's recommendations on that. Don't take that from me. Follow the data. So we have to keep the material dry. You can process the material in its conventional methodology per the manufacturer's instructions. But then you have to remember, in order to get the maximum physical property characteristics from the molded part, you must let the part sit for 24 hours and absorb atmospheric moisture. Yes, I know it sounds ironic. Super dry when you mold it, but when you want to get the part ramped up to its potential, it's got to reabsorb some moisture. Sound familiar? Well, it's kind of the same deal with nylon, where you have to anneal the part or let it just take in atmosphere for 24 or 36 hours, depending on your climate, but 24 is generally it. You'll find when material is tested on the data sheets, they do typically state a conditioning period, and it is typically 24 hours. If it's different, it will be stated. So just to recap, super dry when you process it. You've got to make sure your drying equipment is up to the challenge. Keep it dry when it's on the machine using a hot air dryer, just to do what you got to do with it. And after the part is molded or your profiles have been extruded, when you need to test it for physical property characteristics, let it take up atmospheric moisture for 24 hours or whatever the material data sheet says, made by the manufacturer. So there you have it. It's Friday, it's a tech tip, it's urethane, it's a tricky material to work with, but it is an amazingly durable product. It has many tough, high wear applications, and don't overlook it just because it's a little complex to work with. It is an incredible material. There you have it. Have a great day, a great weekend, and we will be back at you next Friday. Thanks so much. Bye for now.